Alright, hey everyone, welcome to the stream. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Alright guys, new week, new dungeon, here we go. I am so excited today. Yeah, back on single player, and it is a new dungeon this week. Double checking that I have all of the mats and things that I hope I have. And I am going to go ahead and equip one of these iron skillets today because there's definitely wolves in this dungeon. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this here. So, dungeon's called Eternal Maze of the Wolf. It is a medium difficulty dungeon, which should be hopefully easy. Hopefully there's not too many lava traps in here. The loot this week, Tech Raptor, Tech Hatch Frame, and then you do have a low chance for a Journeyman level Tech Rifle, which is pretty awesome. I'm super excited about that. I may actually even get and make one of those because that super sounds awesome. I don't know what bug is going on that the Trapdoor and Hatch Frame things disappeared, but that's okay. Alright guys, we're just going to go ahead and hop right in and let's get through this dungeon. No idea who the boss is going to be this week. Alright, here we go. Alright, left or right? I usually go left, so let's stick with that pattern. This way? Oh no, I can't. That's a facility door, isn't it? Yes, it is. Cool, so facility door, so we have to go right this week. That makes the decision much easier. Alright, let's go ahead and run back this way. Fun Size Nomads is to go live on a dungeon this quick. I know, right, Fun Size? We do our best here. Alright. What do we have in dungeons? Moss Chops, Phiomia. Alright, so it looks like there is... Cool, there's a loot crate down this way. Not too many traps either, which is kind of nice. Spike walls. Where's this guy? Oh my gosh. It's kind of an obnoxious twist and turn for a loot chest. Hopefully it's a good one. Adaptogenic serum. Nice. Okay, I'll take it. Adaptogenic serums are great. Alright, back up this way. And guys, I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you watch these regularly, you may have noticed the map is a little bit brighter. And that's because I did finally manage to get myself the Ultimacy skin, so we should be in pretty good shape to be able to actually see where we're going in the dungeons a little bit better than we could with the lava skin. I'm super excited. Alright, this is definitely one of these rooms, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm actually going to swap out my canteens. That one's empty, and we're going to eat our soups. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel, man. I wish I knew how to pronounce your name, but welcome, welcome. Alright. Fun says, much success in your run. Hope you don't get burned alive or eaten. Thanks, Fun Size. I appreciate it, man. If you guys have not already, you should definitely check out Fun Size. He is another ARK mobile partner. And he's pretty good. He makes some really good content. You should definitely check him out. Give him a sub if you would. Alright, direwolf threat. It's growing. Hopefully this still works. Yes, it does. Oh, I love my iron skillet. Oh, so easy. Lazy Girl, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Do hope you're enjoying. This is... Guys, bring your iron skillets. Bring your iron skillets. This makes it so much easier. There we go. You aren't going to take a beating in this room if you have an iron skillet. Oh, that's it? That was too easy. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this. There were only 2 waves. I could see that. That room would be very... Oh, that's the facility key. That was quick. This room would be extremely easy, guys, if you have the iron skillet, but if you didn't, that could be a big problem. So do trade for one or get the archetype if you don't have it already. Either that or make sure you have a lot of good armor on, because wolves are pretty tough. And they do wreck your armor, so be careful in there. Alright, we got a cutlass. This way. So far, pretty easy this week. And pretty fast, actually, it looks like. Alright, looks like there's 4 more loot crates in this direction. Alright, one down here. Let's get this guy. Perfect. Looks like we've got taps back in this dungeon as well, guys. Yeah. Okay. Hello, tap. I already have a good tap, so I'm not going to tame this one. But if you were missing the tech tap, there it is, guys. Actually, I'm going to grab this guy before I run down the long one. Because it's quicker. Alright. Apprentice Flak. Super easy dungeon so far, guys. Not a single wall trap. Not a single lava trap. I like that. That makes it so nice. There really should be an easy sort of thing for these. Like, this is almost an easy dungeon. Alright, alright. What do we got? This is not an event room. Cool. That makes my life easy. Alright, let's run this way. Good stuff. Got that. Stamina salve. Alright, so it looks like there's a little bit more. Now, we did already get the facility key, guys, but I am going to run through the rest of this side of the dungeon just to make sure that you all know where the traps are, know what all of the rooms are, etc. I want to make sure nobody is left in the dark on this dungeon. Alright. This way. Hello, Phiomia. I love Phiomia. I really need to do some more Phiomia breeding. Yes, it's pointless, but they're cute. Okay, cool. So this looks like an event room, guys. Alright, so this is where we're at. Alright, so we're going to do this top right corner of the map, get all the loot crates here, and then we're going to go back to the entrance and hit up the facility door. Let's see what we got. Titanoboa threat. Nice. I love snakes. But it is a temperature one, so you should be good. If it was a no armor one, I'd be worried. Oh, hi, buddy. Alright, where are they? Any room that has torpor in it and no armor is terrible, but this one's a temperature one, so it's like, actually... Hi. Way to, like, not take my shotgun shots. At all. That's annoying. Come here. I don't like how the gun doesn't always fire properly. Can you... Seriously, how does that not hit you? I'm taking a beating for no reason. You know what? Just go away. Rude. That's alright. We have lots of stems. And there we go. Much better. Alright, let's go ahead and take a couple of stems. We are going to get thirsty. That's fine by me. I wish I had a better gun, too. It would be much nicer to one-shot these guys every time rather than every other time. There we go. Perfect. Cool. That's this room. Let's run back down here and start grabbing loot crates, guys. I love it. This may be one of the fastest dungeons I've seen yet. I'm pretty excited about it. Hello, Mr. Tap. 135 female, not bad. Okay, so this is a big long twist of a thing, so let's go ahead and run it and see if there's loot crates back here. Yeah, this shouldn't be an event room. Shouldn't be. Isn't. Good deal. Good to know. Alright, it does look like there is one up here, though. Alright, so there's wall traps. Alright, we'll just go through those. Not wall traps, axe traps. Hello, Mr. Tap. Mr. Tap Tap, get out of here. I don't need you. Alright, medical brews, love that. I like collecting those. One of these days I'll have a lot of medical brews. I'll just walk through those. Alright, looks like this may be an event room up this way. Up, I got knocked out. I forgot to watch my torpor. That's alright. I shouldn't die here. I'm underneath the axes, which is nice. I am going to get hit when I wake up, but it'll be fine. That's why we have medical brews. Entity, my damage for my shotgun, it's 170. It's definitely pretty low compared to what I would like to use, but it works. Alexander, I do know that third-person reloading is faster. I do think that's a little bit cheaty, but it's also kind of annoying to have to flip back and forth between them. Oh, perfect. That worked. I didn't even get hit by the axe. I love it. Definitely pay attention to your torpor meter. This is an event room, guys. Jid Anciano, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel, man. I do hope you're enjoying. Alright, what do we got? Iguanodons. We're slow. I love Iguanodons. Hi, babies. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry already. Oh, they're gonna wreck you, too. I love it. They're gonna stab you with their thumbs, and it's gonna be great. Oh, I feel bad. I almost want to take every implant I see just because they're so good. Ah, did not mean to do that. Alright, reload. Alright, here we go. Perfect, and there we go. Nice. Alright, so there are full waves of Iguanodons. Get your Iguanodons, make your toast, guys. That's what you should do this week. Get some Iguanodons, make some toast, and enjoy. Come here. Where are you going? That's what I thought. Okay. Alright, last set. Ow. Got hit from the side. Didn't even see him coming. Why are there no blue ones? They're all green and white. I want more blue Iguanodons. Sengajiwala, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Welcome to the channel. I really hope you're enjoying today. Alright, is this it? Yes, this is the loot crate. Cool. I like it. I like the Iguanodon room very much. Does make me sad. Hey guys, we got the tech rifle. Mine is only apprentice level, which is interesting, but look at the damage on that. 315. That is nice. That is actually really great. I like that a lot. Wait, how much element did that cost? 204 element. Alright, that's pricey. That is legitimately more than 10. That is 11 full dungeon runs to make that, much less to power it, which is, oh, that's a wall trap, guys. A little bit much, but there you go. So, just in case you're wondering, guys, this is the wall trap location. Is it a double tap? Yes, it is. Perfect. I should be able to go now. Alright, so wall trap in that location, you can skip it. You can go around it. That is something you can do. Just FYI. You do not have to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these two loot crates since I missed them on this side. Yeah, if I had run back the other way, we could have avoided the wall trap, but it's not a big deal. That was an easy one. Jordan Morales, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel, man. Do hope you're enjoying. Alright, let's get out of here. And to the top corner, because we have 3 more loot crates on this side. Looking for it, looking for it. I think we're okay. That's 1. That's 2. Alright, so tech is in the very top right corner, guys. Just as a reminder, top right corner is tech. You have to get through the Iguanodon room to get it. There we go. I'm almost offended by that you have to get through the Iguanodon room to get it. Okay, and then it looks like we have one more leg of this dungeon on this side, and then we have to run back to the facility door. So far, so good. Lots of spike traps here. Lots of spike traps, but it doesn't look like there's any wall traps, which is what I really care about. Those are the sneaky ones. Okay, we're doing great. Got that. Apprentice Gilly chest piece. Nice. Okay, which way do we need to go? North? Oh, wow. This is a crazy... This way. This is a crazy little loop. We are going very far on this side. You can get the facility door very quickly. If you don't care about the tech and you only care about the element, guys, just do the wolf room and turn around, because this is a long run that you do not need to do. Oh, I like this. I'm going to refill my other canteen that I disequipped too. Where is it? It's somewhere. There it is. Might as well, just in case. Jay Desai, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Welcome to the channel. Do hope you're enjoying today. Alright, looks like this is an event room. We're going to check out what it is. Jordan says, hi, Iguana, love your channel. Will you please help me with the settings of my private server? It's just for my kids, trying to make everything super easy, quick tames, and breeding. Jordan, yeah, sure. I have actually a how to rent an ARK mobile server. You should definitely check that video out, or you can ask me on the Discord. I will let you DM me for that, and I can kind of tell you what settings you should change. There's not a way to increase tame speeds, but there is a way to increase mating speeds, which helps a lot with breeding. And thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and hop into this one. Raptors. Raptors. They're teeny. Hi, baby. No, don't pounce me. Rude. Oh my gosh, I'm getting slaughtered. Little raptors. Alright, I like the knockback that I get from the pike, guys. That's why I'm using the pike on these. Knockback is huge. They're so teeny. I kind of wish the raptors were, like, breedable to this size. I know you can get compies, but these are way better. Mini evil raptors that just hate you. Man, you're gonna take a beating in this room, guys. Just FYI. This is a rough one. If you get pounced, that's gonna be a lot of hits coming at you, because they're extra fast, too. Alright, there we go. Threat's been cleared. I bet they did a number on my armor. They did. They did a huge number on my armor. Be careful, guys. Lots of extra armor this week. Frying pan for the wolves. Save yourselves a little bit of repair bills, please. Alright, there we go. Water room for no reason. Apprentice Raptor saddle. That makes sense. Alright, so 2 more loot crates down this way. It looks like the Raptor room is entirely optional. Neither the tech nor the facility door have to be, or facility key can be gotten on the other side of the Raptor. So the Raptor room is optional. You only have to do that if you really want these loot crates over here, which hopefully one of them is premium. There's definitely water rooms this way, which is nice. Nope, neither of them is premium either. Yeah, guys, you do not have to do this room, just as an FYI. Not necessary. Alright, let's head back to the facility door. Daryl says, how did you get your Ascendant Deer for the dungeon? Guys, I run the Skylord cave. So I get the artifact of the Skylord, which is extremely helpful because it does give... Alright, we're also getting slower now because my soups wore off. I may put those back on just for the speed. Get out of my way, Mosh Chops. Yes, so, as I was saying, the Skylord Cave is great for giving you Ascendant Flak blueprints. If you are looking for Ascendant Pike blueprints, you can run the Lava Cave. The sword, I ran the Swamp Cave for. You can also get those from the Terrorbird Pursuit, which is great. I went the wrong way. Because I'm very smart today. It's okay. Maps are hard. Alright, this way. There we go. Yeah, and then the shotgun blueprints come from tributing the artifact for the Cave of the Strong, the Ice Cave. All of that, yeah, you basically have to run pretty much every dungeon except Central Dungeon if you want to be fully geared for dungeons, which is totally fine. It does work. There's my stamina regen. Fills up fast when I stop moving. Alright, let's go down this way. Spinoraptor says, what's your favorite boss? You know, it was the Chally. I'm debating because I really liked that Dodo boss. So the Dodo boss last week was fantastic. I thought he was terrifying. He was actually really kind of difficult because he does stun lock you. I figured it out later, guys, when I ran the dungeon again. He butt stomps, and that is why I couldn't move when I first went through there. So if he butt stomps you, he one hit kills you, but if he butt stomps you, he can stun you and then one hit kill you. So it's genuinely terrifying. Cool. So there's a water room on the other side of the facility door, which is useful. So I really like the Dodo boss. I think the Chally boss is really fun, and certainly easier, but the Dodo boss is a nice challenge, and it was really fun trying to do that on, Unicorn Poop. That was a really interesting experience trying to do a boss fight on Unicorn Poop. Very difficult to see. I do not recommend it if you actually want to beat the dungeon, but it was a fun experiment. All right. Let's go ahead and reload. All right, guys. So we're past the facility door. This is another event room. What do we got? All right, Dimorphs. Dimorphs. Oh. Oh, I hate Dimorphs. Oh my gosh, they're mean. All right, guys. Dimorph strategy. Get to a corner. Get to a corner with a sword and just swing. Genuinely. It's so much faster. You will take so many fewer hits if you stand in a corner. So just immediately come into this room, run straight to the corner, get your sword out, and start swinging. No, I don't actually want you. There we go. Because they circle so quickly, they're actually very difficult to hit. So standing in the corner helps a lot, just FYI. Top tip that was given to me by a viewer. I wish I could remember who it was. Very, very handy. All right, let's come over here. Chieftain hat. I love that hat. I can never get enough of those. Nits, thank you so much for thank you so much for the super chat. It says, can you skillet dimorphs? Nits. Yes, I don't believe you can skillet the dimorphs in the dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. It's entirely possible, but I do think the sword method is almost faster. Yeah, fun size. You could use a pike for the range, but the thing is that the dimorphs are the sword. I gotta like organize my sentence here. The thing is that the pike knockback, the pike has a very narrow range, whereas the sword has more of a sweeping range. And so your AoE is better if you have a sword, but your range is better if you have a pike. So I like to use the sword on dimorphs because they come at you from all around, so it's better to be able to swing wide like that. It works really nice, in my opinion. I like the sword for the dimorphs, but you can, of course, use a pike if you prefer that. And my sword actually does better damage, so I do prefer that for the dimorphs. My pike is good, but it's not as good as my sword. All right, let's do that. I use it when I specifically need knockback. All right, not bad. Cool, cool. We're good, we're good. Double checking that I don't mess up here. All right, we're going to come down here. Get that. Advanced bullets, delightful. And oh my gosh, there's just a lot of loot crates down this direction, guys, just as an FYI. There's tons. All right, that one. That one, cutlass. I like getting those. Journeyman slingshot, nice. Okay, cool. Northward. Lots of loot crates in this area. There we go. Wall trap. I saw it. I saw it. All right, guys. Wall trap. Right here. This location. Just FYI. Be very, very careful. Do not run in this hallway. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to wait for the next one because I did get kind of shocked by this. You going to go? Is it going to do it? Maybe. One. Wait for it. It's going to double tap. There it is. Cool. We're good. All right. There we go. There's a lot of taps in this dungeon, guys. Just FYI. Tons and tons of them. It's kind of nice. There used to be only a couple. Now there's like a bunch. Your odds of getting a good one are a little bit higher. Alright, we'll grab this guy. Ouch. That was my bad. But we're fine. I let myself get hit. It's okay. Alright, let's run up here. Thank you so much for subscribing. Man, again, I wish I could pronounce that name. I do not, unfortunately, know how to pronounce Russian names, but welcome to the channel, man. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you're enjoying. Alright, guys, we have a little bit more to go. Let's go ahead and eat those. We're getting a little hungry. Alright, so here's another room. It looks like you're okay because of this hallway down here. There's nothing down there, so I'm just going to hop into the actual event area part. Juggernaut, Titanoboa, and Arthropleura. Oof. Well, that's going to be fun. Where's the snake? No, stop. My armor! Where is the snake? There he is. Alright, guys, this is what you need to do. You got to kill the snake first. No, no, no. Very difficult to kill the snake first. They're gonna wreck my armor. This is actually maybe a tough room. Where's the snake? Where's the snake? Where's the snake? Go away. Where the heck is my snake? Mr. Snake Man, come here. There he is. Alright, cool. Killed the snake. There goes all of my armor. Lots of spare armor this week, guys. Arthropleura are genuinely terrible. Yeah, I know, you break my armor. It's rude. Luckily, they're pretty easy to beat because they're so low level. But there's a lot of them. And that snake is hard to find. Very difficult to spot. It's actually a nice combo. There we go. Alright, tough room. Oh man, tough room. Alright, let's see. But I think that's it for event rooms. I'm not going to put on new armor just yet, just in case. Alright, so there's actually a loot crate over this way. Let's see what we got. What do we have? Spikes. Oh no, this is the boss room. Alright. Make sure there's no wall traps or anything. Oh, it's nice. The boss room looks good this week. Alright, so this is the boss room, guys. I'm actually going to go get those last few loot crates because if there are premium items, I do like to collect those. And I like to let you guys know where those chests are. So let's go ahead and run back this way. There's nothing bad here, so we know right where to go. This is a very easy dungeon to speedrun, FYI. So this is all optional, what I'm doing right here. Definitely not needed, but if you do like extra, you do like extra. Alright, let's go ahead and run this way. Alright, there is moss chops. Guys, they block the path so much. This looks like a premium chest. Apprentice Riot Gauntlets. Nice. Alright. Someday maybe I'll get Ascendant ones, and then I will be very pleased. Because I will make them. I do actually like Ascendant gear for, or Ascendant Riot gear specifically for these dungeons sometimes. One of the chest pieces I use is an Ascendant Riot piece because it has such good armor and durability. It's actually great. Actually outperforms my flak, which is rare. Alright. Milo Milk Gaming, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Do hope you're enjoying. And then oh my gosh, Killer Gaming and 80 Fathir, thank you so much for subbing, guys. I'm very sorry I missed your notification earlier. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Really glad you're all enjoying today. Alright, let's grab this one, and that's it. Nice, Apprentice Simple Pistol. Okay, so the riot gear may be worth getting because I know that you have a chance to get higher than Apprentice quality. But otherwise, all of this, very optional stuff. Especially if you're speed running for Element, guys. Don't bother with this long run on the side. You don't have to do it. Get through the wolf room, get that facility key, get through these other rooms, and you're set. Very quick dungeon this week for speed running. Alright, let's grab this. Okay, perfect. Alright, back to the boss room. Bam, just like that. That's the whole dungeon. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and swap out a bunch of my armor just so that we're a little bit more prepared. No idea who the boss is this week, so that's going to be fun. My helmet's actually probably okay. Alright, beautiful. Most of our soups are actually still on, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save, guys. I'll bring you back in just a second here, and we will do the boss fight. Just want to make sure I don't have to redo the entire dungeon. I did that whole thing without saving once, so hopefully we won't have to redo the entire dungeon if I do this and die. I shouldn't die, but you never know. I am 28, for the person who asked how old I am. Mayed Vector, thank you so much for asking. I am 28. Alright. We're back, guys. Backup has been made. We are all set. Let's go ahead and throw on a Lazarus Chowder since we're here and we had it. Yes, I know there's a new dungeon. Imagine that. What do we got this week? Oh, it's the frog. It's the frog. Froggy. Froggy boy. Come here, sir. Alright, sword is better for up close. I hate the frog boss, honestly. I like him, but I hate him. He's a big pain. I hate being stunned. And then he doesn't let you shoot him very easily, so I try to sword him to death. Which is a big pain. Bug out. Bug out. And he does heal a lot, which is terrible. Gun for long range. Reload. Sword for Meganura and for when he pulls you closer, which he does on occasion. Just as an FYI, that's my strategy for this guy. It's a little tricky. Nits, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi, buddy. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, can you put all the dungeon runs in a playlist? Nits, yes, please. Thank you for reminding me. I meant to do that a while ago. I have a long list of, like, maintenance things I need to do, and that is one of them. I do intend to do that. I also, at some point, will do a special where, a special series where I have all of the boss fights, basically a boss fights strategies playlist for people who want those. I think I have 2 of the videos for that. I just need to make the rest of the bosses that have come out. Alright, we're actually, like, relatively okay here. We got Meganura issues. Alright. It's time. Sword. Right, there we go. I'm gonna take this. You can get Nura Husks from the Meganura in here, guys. It's actually one of the best places to get Nura Husks in the game, in my opinion. Almighty Gibbs, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, about to go to school, so I'm glad I make it. Have a great stream day. Love you much, and bye-bye. Bye, Gibbs. Thanks so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for the super chat, man. You rock. Alright, we've almost got this frog. Stop healing. I hate that he heals. Like, a lot. This frog is insane. He heals so much. Nope. There. No, hold still. Quit running away. You're annoying. There he goes. Sword. Alright, Meganura, frog. Much easier to sword him when he pulls you in close like that. The gun doesn't always register. Sometimes the bullets go straight through him without hitting him. Alright, can you... Alright, back to the gun. Whenever he starts hopping, it's easier to get the gun. Ah, my aim is, like, terrible today. Serena is, like, oddly bright. And I don't think it's my new Ultimacy skin. I think it's just a shiny room. He's a very metallic frog. Beautiful. Alright, guys. Cool. Alright, and then we kill all the Meganura. That's all of them, guys. That is everything. Cool. Frog boss done. We got our Beezle Morbus note, and we have our element, and we have a free Neura Husk out of all of it, which I love. Sometimes I actually wander around the room and look for more Neura Husks before I leave, because this is a really, really good place to get them. If you have the archetype for aerial symbiotes, get your Neura Husks here and be ready to make them when you leave the room. It's actually great. All right. I hear more Mega Neura. Here's some. I knew it. Let's see if I can get a second one. Alright. I like to just harvest them. The drop rate is pretty low. I think it's something like 1 in 200 for the Neura Husks. I hear it. There he is. Alright. No luck. That's alright. We got one, which is pretty good. That's what I like to do, is just spend my time harvesting the Mega Neura in here. Works really well. Alright, guys. That is the entire dungeon. Went pretty well. Got all that stuff. I liked it very much. Yeah. And once again, our skin isn't working now that we are out of the dungeon. The glow effect is lost, which is an interesting bug. What is the damage on my bow? Thank you so much for asking. 759. This is a pretty high damage bow. It works really great for the Nidaria boss in particular. Doesn't work for everything. Doesn't work for everything, but my bow is actually better probably than my shotgun, but the shotgun fires a lot faster, so I do prefer it. I also like the spray damage rather than the one-shot damage. Alright, guys, so thank you all so much for watching. That is it for this week's dungeon, guys. Pretty easy one, very easy to speedrun. Definitely hit this one up when Blitz Week rolls around. It's going to be great. And don't forget, you can, in fact, get the Journeyman Tech Rifle blueprint from here, which is great. Super powered gun, and the Tech Hatch Frame and Hatch Door, which is also great. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button on your way out, guys, if you have not already. Really does help me out. Please hit that button. And if you want to see more content like this, you can, of course, subscribe, guys. We do this every week for a new dungeon. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and catch you all in the next one. Signing off, this is the Iguana.